Chicago Bears.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his first pass is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will go out of bounds, and my goodness, he didn't even get that thing to the 30.
Jets 29-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
222.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Option play. Here's Hall. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Fields.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Nick Folk for the point after. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Looking to throw is Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they'll audible to something else. Here's Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it's Fields.
And a completion to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
To throw is Fields.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw, Williams.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 64 yards.
And the Bears have regained the lead.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and a couple.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go.
Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall, 29 yards. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bears 9.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Fields now to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt.
Formation for the Jets.
On the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
41-yard line.
Ready, set. Biggie Angels.
To the air, Williams.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Vegas.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd and 4.
What is up?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
This now a 3rd and 4.
What is up?
Looking to throw. Williams.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
An audible here to get a new look.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Off-play action, Fields. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another.
And he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields.
Flushed out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hall want to give up the middle. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Fields. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The result, only 4 yards.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams.
Throw right side taken in by Adunze.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through,
and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams.
A pass complete to Adunze.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A full left side taken in by Kmet.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Swift again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. And he'll go on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run with Swift.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son. Up. 19 windy.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To Allen on the dump off. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Fields. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Jets.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Now it's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
Fields pass. Complete to Brees.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Green 19, go.
To throw is Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Now Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here we go, Scott. Scott.
Back to throw. Fields. Now backfield throw there is incomplete.
Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Jets. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They'll come up now on second down.
He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we know that this crowd really wants to explode. What a win this would be. They had a shot at the end zone right there, and it fell incomplete.
Again from the 15, second and 10. Throwing is Williams.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. seconds.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Williams going to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
19. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
All eyes on Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
That's caught by Wilson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.